Since we began planning this volume, the United States has experienced at least 4 major extreme weather events, and there have been multiple editorial meetings that we had to postpone because of the weather. Thunderstorms, hurricanes, tornado warnings, snowstorms, and flash floods, and the power outages and road and school closures they bring with them, have shaped both the writing and the process of writing this volume. You can't escape the weather, and the weather, it feels like, has become more insistent, more fierce, more present. Blown in on the winds of all this weather comes weatherlore, the folk beliefs and traditions about the weather that are passed down casually among groups of people. Weatherlore includes memes marking the 2021 Texas ice storm that quip, "The only thing Texas knows about ice and salt is a margarita." Advice shared among neighbors on how to wrap pipes against freezing, and conspiracy theories about whether snow is really snow, or whether it is plastic manufactured and dispersed by a Kabbalistic government instead. Weatherlore can be predictive, such as the belief that more black than brown fuzz on a woolly bear caterpillar, Pyrarctia isabella, signals a harsh winter. It can be commentary to ease daily social interactions, like asking whether it is hot or cold enough for you, or to remark on politically inflected climate anxiety. Or it can be simply ubiquitous, much like saying, "If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes and it will change." The weather governs our lives. It fills the gaps in conversations, determines our dress, and influences our architecture. No matter how much our lives may have moved indoors, no matter how much we may rely on technology, we still watch the weather. We still engage in weatherlore. Weatherlore is one of the absolute truths of folklore. It has featured in foundational documents since the field was conceived. William Toms seems to suggest the inclusion of weatherlore in his definition of the term folklore. Richard Inwards published a collection of weatherlore texts in 1869. Fanny D. Bergen and W. W. Newell wrote a brief account of weatherlore in the Journal of American Folklore in 1889, 1 year after the first issue of the journal itself. The topic was revisited by H. A. Hazen in 1900. Wayland Hand's 1964 collection, Popular Beliefs and Superstitions of North Carolina, includes some weather-related beliefs. In the same period, one of the more comprehensive of these collections is Douglas Ward's article, Weather Signs and Weather Magic. Weatherlore is not only the purview of folklorists. Meteorologist Edward B. Garriott produced a similar text in 1903, under the auspices of the U.S. Weather Bureau, in an attempt to separate fact from fiction. These texts had a feel of play about them. They recounted the charming verses and spoke in terms of historical agricultural practices.